this week, my Leos, let's see what we have for you. Let's see what the cards are saying. See if we're going to tap into that creativity and that passionate life that we are leading there, Leo. So the first card I'm pulling for you is the King of Pentacles. And this is a card that involves, of course, we know Pentacles is money or material gain, material success. We have the Nine of Swords. The swords also represent a challenge, so we'll see what that is talking about. Then we have the Six of Wands. So with the King of Pentacles, that's speaking of economic power, generosity. Your plans are realized and manifested, so you are actually in a really good place, feeling very successful, feeling almost like the embodiment of success. You're feeling that confident within your economic future, what you're planning, what your money situation is this week, Leo. Then you have the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords, they require assistance, vigilance, persistence. So your plans are on the verge of realization, which is kind of funny because you had where your plans are manifested and realized, but are we talking about a new set of plans here with the Nine of Swords? Feeling like you might want to protect your progress and your creativity. So I'm thinking maybe it's something new. You've already accomplished something else, but this is something new that is going to require lots of courage and vigilance. You're on the verge of realizing this new plan of action. Then we have the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands says that we are going to be victorious, success in and also public recognition, which is going to boost your self-confidence. You are going to succeed and you're going to feel like you are rewarded. Your rewards are well-deserved. You have worked toward this, you deserve it. And I think that's a great feeling, being able to feel like you deserve something. And being the dignified Leo that you are, feeling like you have that public recognition. Someone is actually taking the time to recognize your efforts, recognizing you on a public level, whatever that may be. If you're, maybe this is a time where you're going to get your 15 minutes of fame. You're actually going to have public recognition in a very big way. That would be awesome. Then we have the Eight of Swords, more challenge. We have the Two of Cups, which is that idyllic love card. And then we have the Fool, the sign of innocence and wonder. So with the Eight of Swords speaks to blind trust, having patience, being able to have constraint, the right timing and being able to stay the course, be able to stay on your wavelength, what you want, not allowing someone else to control your direction. That's where you might come into a situation where you do feel a little trapped. You don't want to give into that. It's the first card on this next part, so please pay attention to that. Then we have the Two of Cups, which is the love, the emotional card. It brings joy, it brings a partnership, harmony and communication, relationships. But in order to be able to move forward into this harmony, being able to have that communication that develops into a very, very balanced relationship. Again, when we're talking about the love, please remember that you cannot let someone else pull your strings. You must be the captain of your own starship. Stay your course. And then we have the Fool. The Fool represents wonder and innocence, that leap of faith. So it could be a new relationship, it could be a new job, but you know that there are positive conditions here to add up to success. So the Fool is definitely a good and positive card. And then we have, more swords. The Seven of Swords. We have the Star, and we have the Eight of Cups. So another emotional card, another challenge card. So the Seven of Swords, and we are starting with the Seven of Swords. So that card speaks to clarity, though, and strategy. You might feel like you've been searching for truth and clarity, but at the same time, you are learning to plan, to be a little more stealthy, have a little bit more control when it comes to your ideas and your resources. You actually are feeling like you need to keep them close to you, a little bit more guarded, per se. We have the Star. The Star it speaks to inspiration and positive change, new ideas, feeling like you are on the right path, because creativity manifests your desires. So whatever you're wishing for upon that star, this is the time for that to happen, positive changes and new ideas. So working with that Seven of Swords, you kind of want to use that clarity that you're feeling from that little bit of being awake, realizing that maybe you shouldn't share everything right away. You know you're on the right path, so I would just stick with that. And then we have the Eight of Cups, another emotional card. So with the Eight of Cups, it states it's a turning point. So that definitely speaks to the Seven of Swords, where it's telling you, excuse me, that searching for the truth may cause you to want to keep more to yourself, keep your ideas, your resources to yourself, but then you have this turning point where you are still seeking meaning. You want to make decisions to change for the better. So you might be leaving something behind in order to do this. We had cards that spoke earlier of travel, of wanting to learn more about the world around you, being open to new love, open to new circumstances. So that Eight of Cups still speaks to that. Nature is going to be a perfect setting for that. So maybe it is time to take a journey, to take a trip, but something outdoors in Mother Nature. A great place to recharge and re-energize yourself. So remember that, Leo, we do need to take time to feed our soul. So that the creative energy that you have, this would be a good time to use it in nature and try to commune with nature to get back to yourself. So this week, this is what the cards are saying to me for our Leo friends. And I do appreciate you checking in, and we hope to see you next week, and have a great week.